handle वाला pan. We already start assembling the plate, but before that, we do another molecular structural change to a normal sponge. How do we do that? So we have a normal batter here where I've used 400 grams of egg as a recipe I'm telling you. So you have 4 chamman to So very normal 400 grams of egg, not broken. The entire egg with the shells will be 400 grams. 65 grams of flour. In that, very little, a pinch of salt and 2 pinches of sugar. That's about it. Create a batter. Now what do you do with the batter? Why do you want that sponge here? You want that sponge to go into the soda side, the other side, cream paper. This will change the structure. This will give you the air required in the batter. Microwave के आगे से सब Sorry to all the bar guys. We also started using this. Okay, so we use 2 cream chargers and not the soda chargers. There are 2 different types of chargers which are available. Again, ISI, so that you are sure of the quality of the gas getting in. Slowly you can feel the gas going in. It's getting colder. Shake. Okay, second charger. Second one. Okay, sometimes you need to refrigerate these things, say for an hour, but we don't have an hour. That's why we use 2 cream chargers here. Otherwise, you can just use 1. Okay, all excess gas after shaking out. We don't want to pipe it out because there is a nice mix already inside. Pull. Pull. Okay, till that is happening, move ahead. So I have a few things here. This is a prawn concentrate. Simple to make. Again, prawn shells with onion, garlic, celery, whatever root vegetable you want to use as carrot or anything. Just keep the stock going, taking it to this consistency. It becomes like a jelly. So this is like, this much is like from a shell of 12 prawns, the same size, like this. Keep concentrating it and do not add salt while you want to make concentrated stocks. Please don't add any kind of salt. Put it at the last moment, or sprinkle it with sea salt. So this is what I learned from the old French chefs. They never put salt. They just let it brew and brew and brew. And when there is bone involved, you can put salt. But when there is no bone involved, soft shells are involved, please don't add any salt to it. Just keep it brewing. This is probably a molecular technology used so that the moisture from this does not go away. The moisture stays inside and the excess the vapors escape, which spoils sometimes the flavor of the food. Okay, so we have hot oil here. Prawn head first. Be sure that you dehydrate it properly, otherwise if there is water it can sprinkle on you. Okay, oil not very hot, really medium hot. Why we are doing this? So that we can eat it too. While this is frying, 2 prawns from inside this, 2 nice colors. Always when using seafood before shellfish, before marinating it, hold those, hold them. Khulega, 2 minutes mein khulega. Please pack dry, always. Because any meat, not only shellfish, if you have moisture in the meat, it will not take salt, it will not take any kind of taste that you are going to or you are trying to put inside. Because it is already full of water. If your stomach is, or your belly is full of water, and if I give you a glass of beer, you'll probably say no. Isn't it? Yeah? You'll say yes or no? So that's the science, you know. If you pat it dry, it's dry, and then it takes in all the salt, all the moisture of the herbs of the marination that you're trying to put in. So pat dry. And this is a trick I learned from Bengali cooks and Bengali chefs, because they always used to, big fillets, they used to take dusters and pat and pat and pat, and ask them, why do you pat? Then they told me the science behind it, and it really works. So you can also press it, and very simple. Olive oil, or whatever oil you like, dash of it, salt, if you like lemon, little bit of it, otherwise a dehydrated green olive powder. Kasuri methi ka powder? Which? Pan is hot, semi-hot, get the problem away. Don't cook it on very high heat. Okay. So this is going to curd, but if you don't want it curd, you can always put a sausage steak, or you can just, near the belly here, on the bottom part, slit it twice or thrice depending on the size or the length of the prawn, and it stays straight. We can see the shell becoming even more crisper, the color becoming even more vibrant. We move ahead now. Always when you open, let the excess gas go away. नहीं होगा, 2-4 मिनट डालना, 1 मिनट तक बंद रखना। Just want to sizzle, that's a cold sizzle. Otherwise, normally when you make it, please rest it for 2 hours in the fridge. Then you won't have this happening. Okay, so we can start breading now. बड़ा प्लेट लो। Okay, another use of dehydrator. We make a lot of, we use a lot of papads. Yeah, and I work in a Sindhi hotel, so papad is the king over there. We just thought of the dehydrator as an idea of making a papad. I ended up making this kind of a papad from paste of jackfruit, cutter. So just boiled it, slightly boiled it after peeling it, removed the seeds, pureed it nicely, had little chunks inside, you can see. Yeah. Then just spread the puree on the dehydrator, leave it for 8 hours. This is what you will get. You can make it slightly thicker, slightly thinner, however you want it. Because we've spread it with a palette knife, therefore it will never be so round. Somewhere it will be thick, somewhere it will be thin, but that's okay. Because you're again changing structure. You're again playing with the molecules inside the food. So normally you would get this papad in a Kerala store also, but when you fry them, they really puff up and become this thick, like your khicha. That's what I never intended to have. Just wanted to have the same simple dehydrated form of a papad. So we are using technology which is brought in from outside in terms of the dehydrator. But we are using it with most of the Indian ingredients. So tomorrow if I have a papad factory, I'll have to buy a bigger 300 one. Okay, why I'm frying in this oil? So that this oil already has the flavor of the prawn shell, which is quite strong. So this will spread into the papad while it is frying. If I try to do it in a different oil, it's okay, but I don't get the flavor in the papad. And because it is dehydrated, it is getting exposed to moisture suddenly. There's a temperature change from say room temperature to 70, 80 and above. It starts absorbing flavors. Always remember, when you put cold food or room temperature food into oil which is below 100, never above 100, sizzling and boiling oil, it will absorb whatever flavor you want to impart through the liquid. So you can do multiple frying in one basket or in one stuff. Be always careful that the cooking times, when they are different or when they are less and more, try and balance the ingredients in that way. Not a bit of late. Okay, so this is ready. What we see here is nice color. The entire shell of the prawn is there and it is completely edible. You can eat the entire prawn. The shell, the meat, the head and the oil. All the elements, and there are sauces too. So some people might be put off while seeing the head and the shell of the plate. But those who are real seafood eaters, those who are real seafood lovers will love the head. Bengalis would know. They always like to eat the fish head. The Chinese, the Japanese, all of them love the fish head. Okay. So now, this liquid into a plastic glass. Two of them. You can see how much aeration is there in this. Microwave. Okay, 20 to 30 seconds. If your microwave is, you can see through the sponge growing up, and then when it's 20 seconds, just check how much it has come up. And if it hasn't come up too much, go to 30 seconds, depending on the thickness of the plastic glass. So we are on 20 now. So we did the full 30. That's what happened to the sponge. It's hot and it's the lightest sponge you can ever have to eat. You can make it in bigger quantities too. So you cool down and you can just part it away from the glass. Okay. ये पैन पकड़ो जरा spirit. So somehow this one induction is not working. So we need to put the prawn on this. And you can already start bleeding now. So the bay of Malabar, that's what I thought of. So the powder, So once you're done with the powder, which has real intense and nice flavors, you need to move ahead. Prawn देखना. Okay, so hardly takes 3-4 minutes to cook the prawn. We have our beautiful Indian kasuri methi. Again, very dry, so that it looks like a moss on the sand. Sponge निकालो. Okay, some elements of olives. So we have some green olives, some black olives. Again, all dehydrated. So if you don't want to use olives here, you can use the kalonji or the black sesame, which is equally good. Why the olive oil? I'll tell you. Nikla? Go. Still keep moving ahead. Take the elements of the moss. Maybe to show structures like wood or some fallen fossils from the sea or from the trees. This resembles something like a bark. The prawn shells. So that's the sponge. You can see how light and how, you can see there's so much of air trapped inside, and still it's cooked in 30 seconds. And it's really light. You can play with it actually. And you want to see it from inside. The air. This is molecular. You play it with all the molecules of the flour in the egg. We'll use some squidding. Just spray it with a little bit of squidding. Squidding. Yeah. So then again it resembles kind of a moss growth or such stuff onto your dish. That's a sponge. Time for your prawn and the prawn head. So that's your lovely, beautiful prawn. You saw there was hardly any marination in the prawn. So you can use 1, 2, however you want, how many you want. And balance the head. Right? If you can do it on charcoal, so that you get a beautiful charred flavor with the oil coming, it's even more beautiful. Now we have a few sauces, as I told you before. So you have this lovely sauce as a concoction, the prawn head. Sprinkle it a little bit, very close to the prawn. Don't worry for shapes, don't worry for correct pouring. Don't worry for एक और sauce. Velouté. Okay. Little bit of prawn velouté. So same prawn stock before it gets the color, before it gets to that thickness. Use that. It should be really creamy because the elements inside the dish so far are so very dryish. Again, don't worry about how you pour it. Just put it there on the plate. Okay, now time for the fritter. See, it's cooked when it hasn't puffed up like a popper. So it gives you a different kind of a texture. Two ways to use it. You can use it just the way it is, or you can crumble it and use it like a crumble. Okay, some drama with which is always there, a little bit of microgreens here and there. We have some basil heads, some amaranth heads, always help. Okay, the good thing about such kind of food is that it looks different. It looks something which is unique, defies all principles of plating. What we used to learn, say, 15, 20 years back, 30 degree, 40 degree, there is no degree. There is only yes. And if you want to use a blossom or a flower, any kind of edible flower that you like, that you love, just show it inside. Creates lots and lots of elements. Look at this. For me, works like a crumble here, little bit here. So that it resembles, why I chose the jackfruit? Because it has that color. So the guy eating it might, for the first time when he sees it, might think that this is, prawn shell or prawn skin formed into something and deep fried. But when he eats it, he gets a shock. That's it. The beauty of the pay of Malabar. So thank you all of you. Any questions? Somebody wants to ask something? Any doubts? Yeah. Nutritional value. There is no nutritional value. There is no nutritional value in coriander. Can you tell me nutritional value? I would like to learn from you. Yeah. Can you tell me the nutritional value of aubergine skin? I really want to learn from you. Yeah, shoot. Yeah, that's it. Can you tell me, can anybody here tell me the nutritional value of onion bhajia? Except for the fact that it gives you a kick when it's raining with a child. So this gives you a kick when you're plating your food. And this gives a kick to the bora. Cooling it down, you put your tangerine, you bring it on ice, you put the white wine or whatever wine you're using, champagne. Yes, yes. Yes. That will help it soup temperature. That has so much of gas, that will help it.
Can I request the delegates, hello, to be seated, and the dignitaries to please come up on the dais. Miss Basu, if you can come up on the dais. Thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. Chef, would go a long way in your careers. On behalf of the association and the chairman of the seminar subcommittee, Mr. Bharat, I wish to extend my sincere thanks to Ms. Chef Basu and Chef Gautam Mehrishi for having taken time out of their busy schedules to share with us their views and expertise on these interesting topics, and the insights of the same, I am sure, will be remembered by each and every one. On behalf of the association, I would also like to thank Principal Sani and his efficient team, without whose support this seminar would not have been possible. Amongst us, we have one of our executive committee members, Mr. Bedi. May I request him to please come up on the stage, and we would like to felicitate Principal Sani, a token of love from all of us. Mr. Bedi. Kindly partake in the same. For your information, on the 6th floor, the high tea is arranged for the members of the fraternity as well as the faculty of the Catering Institute. The students can partake the high tea on the 5th floor. For your information, we are giving out certificates to everybody who have attended the seminar. The students can collect the certificates from the desk outside the auditorium. So also the HRA members from the HRA desk counter. Trust you all enjoyed. We hope to look forward to meeting you all in the next seminar. Thank you for coming.
होने के बाद चुप रहे एक सेकंड स्माइल प्लीज हो गया थैंक यू यस दोनों थैंक यू वेट अच्छा वेट होल्ड तो बोला थैंक यू